And this is the last day of us at Disney. It was Saturday, May 21st, 2016, and we were able to squeeze in 2 theme parks that day. We went to Hollywood Studios for like at least 2 hours, and then we went to Epcot for like another 2 hours. Like, we went to Hollywood Studios first, and then we took the bus over to Epcot later on. And we actually got to see the bridge rise up for illumination and reflection of Earth as they're bringing the display into the main lake area at the World Showcase. Oh, I forgot to mention, we actually saw the Garden Rocks concert at Epcot the first day we got there, May 2016. But I'm talking about the last day now. So at Epcot, we got to see the bridge raise up and they bring in the display for illumination and reflection of Earth and place it in the lake around the World Showcase. And then we walk the rest of the World Showcase and we leave at like 5:30. And then we chill in the boardwalk lobby until 6 o'clock. Like 6:15. And then the Disney Magical Express bus, or should we say Disney's Tragical Express, came and picked us up. And we checked out of the boardwalk and we headed to Orlando International Airport as the sun was going down. And it was getting dark and we arrived at the airport at like 6:30. At like almost 7 p.m. to be exact, and we got through TSA, and then we had Burger King that night at the airport where JetBlue is. Yeah, they didn't really have Frontier or Spirit over there yet. It still had JetBlue at the time, and it was like completely dark. And we boarded the plane at like 9:20 when it was completely night out, and the plane took off at 10 o'clock at night that night. And it didn't take us that long to get out of there quick. It didn't take us that long to get out of there. We were actually number 1 for departure because it was so late. And it felt faster getting back to New York because of the jet stream we were in. But we actually hit turbulence on the way home. On my side of the aircraft, I actually saw lightning flash. It was like really scary. And the plane started to stall before we landed. That I was like glad it was over. Yeah, we landed at JFK about like 12:30. And we arrived at the gate and we went to the baggage claim to claim our bags. And then we went up to short-term parking and we got our van back and headed back home to Long Island. And it was still during the Eastern Conference Finals and the Western. So back to McJuggerNuggets side. So Big Brother moves out. Uncle Chris comes over to confront Psycho Dad. This is what Jesse loves to do, the videos and the gaming. And he tries to tell Jesse that Psycho Dad called him, and Chris had to tell him that Jesse quit the farm. And then Jesse comes over to Aunt Jackie's to see his mom and tries to tell her about everything that's been happening in his life. But it started out as a heated argument of why Jesse's mom took the place from him back in February during the Fallout 2-part episode that was recorded back in February of that year. And then the next day, Psycho Dad kicks Buzz out of the house. And it was because Jesse and Buzz like half-assed the pool cover. And then that night, Jesse and Uncle Larry go see the damage of the RV, and Larry was immediately pissed off. He was like immediately pissed off, and he didn't really want to listen to reason. And he was like trying to tell Jesse to tough it up. And telling Jesse that he needs to be a man too and make up his mind whether he wants to see him, after learning that Jesse is no longer allowed to visit Larry due to his dad's BS orders. And then that Saturday, Jesse heads over to Pennsylvania to see Juliet's graduation. In the behind the scenes, Jesse actually chose 2016 to be the end of the year, to be the end of the Psycho series, because that was the year Juliet was graduating from college. So Jesse kind of wanted to end the series right there in June 2016. So yeah, back to my side. We get back home from Disney at like 1:30 in the morning, and we were like home at 1:30 in the morning back in Long Island, and I went to bed, and then I got up the next day and continued with the rest of my homework. I like had to study for a test because I had a test that week, and I was actually reading the novel of Mice and Men, and I told you guys this, that when I got back into school, so yeah, I was reading of Mice and Men as part of my homework, and I come back to school on Monday, May 23rd, 2016, and everyone was happy to see me. They missed me from being gone all week. And in class we watched the movie of Mice and Men from 1992. Now there's an original one that came out in the 30s, but we watched the 92 version. So yeah, that was my May 2016 trip, and today the 8th anniversary of me going to Disney in May 2016. And I'm retelling it because I was just there in the month of May this year for May the 4th and Cinco de Mayo weekend. So I guess that's it. Bye.